Scorpio, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for mid-June 2023. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get started right away and get it going immediately with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes in energy and see what's going on for the lovely Scorpio collective. I hope you're all doing fabulous, my friends. Shuffle it up one time, see what we got going for Scorpio gang, please, guys. And yeah, we're going to take a real quick look at this first card, then we'll get into the full reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on, which is always interesting. Usually a favorite of the Scorpio collective, right? Let's get it going here. What's up with my friends, please? Guides and spirit team, let's get this reading moving for the Scorpio collective. It's been some very interesting readings in the last few weeks. So yeah, let's talk about this card. Big spiritual vibes, big spiritual energies here, guidance, protection, all that good stuff. I absolutely love it. Before we really start picking that apart though, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the June subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading. Let's talk about this card. So you see this individual wearing the red, interesting costume, right? But notice he's being carried on rope by these white doves. Now, in symbolism, in divination, white birds generally represent those beautiful angelic type of energies, source energies, so guides, your spirit team, guardian angels, ancestors, whatever you want to call it. So notice that they are assisting this person along the journey of life. So some of you might just need to hear that you are protected, you are being helped, you are being assisted, even if it doesn't feel like it all the time, even if it's feeling rough and rugged, you have that spiritual protection around you. Okay, so be comfortable in knowing that. It's very reassuring. I really do like this. Now, for another portion of you, there could be certain things happening right now that you just need to accept as part of the journey of life and keep on pushing. But the main thing with this card to me is all about that spiritual connection and protection, and it's showing up here strong. Let's get into tarot. I always say the first card, it doesn't make or break the reading, it's just a footnote for us. But yeah, I'm going to get you 3 tarot cards in the upright before we get the intuitive, juicy stuff going. So shuffle it up here one time. What's up with the Scorpio collective, please, my guides? What do you got for us this week? So, last week, let's talk about it while I get these cards all shuffled. In the recent months, we've had an unprecedented run of positive energy for us, the Scorpio collective. And last week's reading was titled, They Are Obsessed. The reason it was titled that was because there was an alignment, Page of Swords clarified by the devil. I remember it clearly. So there may be someone with eyes on, maybe there's certain things you're going through that you can't quite let go of. Who knows? But we're going to hope to get back to that positivity that we've been experiencing for weeks and weeks. I mean, you know how these readings go. They could be your energy or somebody else's. It's very fluid, never set in stone. So only take this how it hits for you. Let's get 3 cards out and see what's up with mid-June. What do we got for Scorpio, please? Quick. Hierophant. Okay, so this could represent everyday life, things that are ingrained. The Hierophant is a very, very deep card. There's so much symbolism attached to this card. Let's get you 2 more. Thank you. 4 swords. For some reason, none of these cards are moving here, Scorpio. None of these cards are moving, which could be good. It could be frustrating. It all depends. Let's get you 1 more. 1 more for Scorpio. Yeah, the clarifiers could really change what's happening here, but energetically, like, none of these are on the move for whatever reason. Thank you. Page of Cups. All right, that's a card that could be you. It could be conversation. Very, very interesting indeed, my friends. So yeah, we're going to have to talk about this, Scorpio. Interesting play of energy we got going on here. So let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes, then we'll get into that intuitive stuff. Now, at first glance, when I look down at this, obviously, just like I was commenting on, with these 2 cards, notice they are planted, they're not moving. So whether that is frustrating things or things that are just not moving from your life, which can be a good thing, there's a lot of little nuance here. And we also have a card that could even represent you showing up in this spread. So let's go through one by one. In position number 1, we have the Hierophant. Like I said, this is a very in-depth card with a lot of meaning. So I'll just run down the list of some of the things it could be. You pick and choose how it could apply to your situation. The Hierophant could represent authority figures, bosses, leaders of different organizations. It could represent corporations, religions, power structures. When I see the Hierophant, it could represent day-to-day life. You know, it's within the box. This isn't movable type of energy. It's long ingrained type of energy. So this could just be your everyday schedule or everyday life for whatever reason. In regards to individuals and people, this could represent people that have been in our lives for years and years. This could represent marriages, commitments, things like that. So the Hierophant could be all those things. It could be none of those things. You might just be connected to a Taurus here. So we'll have to see what's up with this. It's a very spiritual card as well. So just like that Oracle card, both of these cards that aren't moving are very spiritual. You might need to do some time meditating or reconnecting spiritually, especially with what we had here in the beginning. Now both of these cards. Now moving to the center, we have the Four of Swords. I feel like this card gets misunderstood sometimes. It gets a bit of a bad rap. You know, of course it could represent delays. It could represent things not moving. One of the biggest cards of sleep to me, so you need to make sure you're getting rest, relaxation, recuperation when this card shows up. I also think of altered states of mind and meditation, stuff like that. So whether that's something you need to connect to, or maybe you want to try to get something moving, this is a card of taking a break of some sort. So we really want to dig deeper on this card, whether it's something you're doing or something you're not doing. We want to see why this energy isn't moving, or if it's going to start kicking over. Notice it's also of the mind, so a lot of you might need to calm your mind in some sort of way, right? Like hopefully you're not stressed or anxious or anything like that. Now moving to the very, very back end here, we got our good friend, the Page of Cups, one of my favorite pages. When we get the Page of Cups in a spread, obviously it could be any water sign. So this could represent you. In my simplistic style of reading, the clarifier could tell us something that's coming towards you or a way you might be feeling. All pages are students, all pages are communicators, so we could be talking about messages, talks, conversations as well. When it's an emotional outpouring, letting someone know how you're feeling. It could be emotional offers as well coming towards you. So this page could be a lot of things, but it's also youth. It's youthful. It could represent childhood or new journeys as well. So every card we have out here this week, Scorpio, is filled to the brim with possible different meanings, right? There's a lot of depth in this week's reading, and I don't expect anything less from a Scorpio reading, right? They're always nuanced. They always have a lot of different layers. But with all that being said, I want to dive deeper. Let's jump in and clarify. All right, let's get a good shuffle here for my Scorpios. Reset this deck. See what's going on here, my friends. What do we got for Scorpio? And yes, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot. Because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on that Hierophant. See what's up with that. And yes, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages that you want to give to Scorpio, you could drop it in the comments. I don't mind at all. All right. Hierophant time, please. Why is this Hierophant here? Why is this Hierophant here? Yeah, thank you. Wow. Very good. Whether this is something coming in, something you're craving, or something you have, I really, really like this. Possible marriage connection here, or just really long-term. We have the Two of Cups in the upright underneath this Hierophant. Some of you might be attending a wedding. You might have that on your mind. For some of you, this could be a person that you have shared that bond with, showing up here prominently for some reason. Now, the Two of Cups is a very, very good partnership, right? This is someone that you can rely on. These are two people that go together like peanut butter and jelly. There's not a lot of work that needs to be done. This is soul connection energy to the maximum. And clarifying something like this, Hierophant, this is something dependable. For a portion of you, if this is something you don't have, maybe it's something you're craving, or that could be entering your life. Don't say I didn't warn you. If like later in the week or a couple weeks from now, a person shows up and it's like, whoa, where'd you come from? Because I'm picking that up here. If that's something you don't have already, but it is showing up here, whether it is someone you have been married to, are married to, have been with for a very long time. For some reason, they are extra prominent in the front here. Maybe you want that or need that, right? Like someone that you can rely on and share the journey of life with. We're going to keep pressing forward. I don't feel like there's too much mystery there. It's just highlighting an individual. This is being someone's rock, right? Because remember what I said about the Hierophant, it's immovable. It's always there. So whether it's you being the rock for somebody else or you wanting someone to help be the rock for you. Now, I know because I'm part of the Scorpio collective, we're very reliant type of individuals. We don't need nobody, right? Everybody is a social being in one form or another, and it's always nice to have people to go through the journey of life with. Let's keep moving. I'm not going to get preachy here. Let's see what's up with that Four of Swords. I really want to get over to that Page of Cups. But yeah, if you don't have that in your life right now, like that could be coming in for a lot of Scorpios. Okay, thank you. Wow, Sun. And it's magnetic here, my friends. It's coming in magnetically. We have the Sun card underneath this Four of Swords. That's absolutely beautiful. Now, all this sturdy energy, this immovable energy, and all this positivity that we have coming in here. Now, the Sun in the upright could represent a Leo, right? Keep your eyes open for a Leo here. But if not, it is the most positive card in the whole entire tarot deck. So there is this connection to spirit. There's spiritual connections and ties happening here. But when I see the Sun underneath this Four of Swords, it's telling me like you're not going to have to exert much energy. This is someone or something coming at you magnetically. Like here it comes or here they come type of energy. Like be on the lookout, right? Because you're attracting it. And I feel like I saw something for the Scorpio Collective a few weeks ago or a couple of months ago that felt very similar to what we have going on here. But the Sun card is absolutely victorious, right? So whether it is in relationships, whether it is your own mental well-being, there's wins, there's victories afoot still, which we've been seeing for Scorpio for weeks now, and it's still holding over. We're going to go over to that Page of Cups, then we'll do a recap. We're looking good here, my friends. Really looking good. Totally different than last week's reading. So let's see what this Page of Cups is about. Then we'll do a quick recap before we get into the shadow card. So why is that page here for my friends? What's up? Quick. I barely had to shuffle that and that card came flying out. Ace of Swords, conversation for sure. Okay. Yeah, a lot of you could receive some big news here. Some big or exciting news could be coming in because these are big cards of conversation. The Ace of Swords sometimes could represent cutting certain things out of your life. But it's a card of honesty. It's a card of truth. Okay, so to me, yes, this could be some sort of honest talk or just like, yeah, we're going to be real about this. We're going to be honest, straightforward, truthful. Or like I said, for a lot of you, I feel like this could be some exciting news coming in, especially with all these surrounding positive energies here. I wouldn't be surprised if a large majority of the Scorpio Collective have like big, positive, exciting news coming in from various different angles here, because these are big communication cards. I'm liking it. Okay, mental clarity as well. All right, so like we have this emotional, we have this mental. It's like a perfect balance of the heart and the mind. So I feel like a lot of Scorpios are moving to a very positive place in personal relationships for their own mental well-being and how they express themselves. That's showing up here big time. I would claim these energies, Scorpio, because the positivity we've been seeing, it's showing up here like triple, okay? Triple ways. And yeah, exciting news. I wouldn't be surprised. Okay, so let's go through and do a quick little recap here before we get into the shadows. If you kindly look in the box, I'm loving this week's reading. You know, as part of the collective myself, it's making me excited for the week ahead. But if you kindly look in the box here, position number 1, we have the Hierophant with the Two of Cups in the upright. It doesn't get much more better than this. This is marriage type of energy. So whether it's highlighting someone that has been in your life in that capacity, or someone really reliable coming in, you might be craving a person that is your rock, or maybe you're acting as that for somebody else. But this is a beautiful energy. It's so easy flowing, easy going, and it's long lasting. So if you don't have that, that might come in for you. Moving to the center, we have the Four of Swords with the Sun in the upright. Like I said, all this positivity is coming magnetically. The wins, the victories, emotionally, mentally, personal relationships. The only thing we're not seeing here is the monetary for whatever reason, but everything else is lining up in a beautiful way that either someone or something is coming at you fast magnetically. Wins and victories all over the place. On the back end, we have the Page of Cups with the Ace of Swords in the upright. Opportunities. For a lot of you, I felt like this was some sort of exciting news or conversation. And yeah, maybe it is some sort of talk where you just lay it all out and it's honest, truthful, straightforward. But overall, the energy here, I would claim it because it's giving me a very good feeling. I'm going to get you a shadow card now, Scorpio. Please feel free to take a screenshot of that if you want to look into them further. Let's shuffle it up one time and see what's in the shadows for you. What's up with Scorpio, please? It's nice that we're quickly getting back to the positive energy. Even if you're going through a tough time, there might be some things to look forward to. So what do we have in the shadows for Scorpio, please? The guides, yeah. And you know me, this shadow card, I always feel like this is a very nice thing to do. A little cherry on top, right? Whether it's part of our shadow side or something else. Okay, so Scorpio, you have a double shadow card this week, which is a very rare occurrence, but they came out together, and I'm going to give you both of them. Okay, I'm not going to pick and choose. We got the Nine of Pentacles. I'm going to try to get them straight on here. And we have the Knight of Pentacles, right? That's a tongue twister, the 9 and Knight, the 9 and Knight. So just as I was saying, everything that was showing up in this reading was everything except money. We get the pentacles and the shadows. So first and foremost, before we even break those down, what is the shadow side of the pentacles and of the money? It could represent somebody that feels like they're walking through the muck, of course, or they're stuck in some sort of way, feeling impatient. So in this time, don't be too impatient. But when we have double pentacle cards showing up in the shadows, please watch out for anything financial. Make sure you're not spending willy-nilly. Make sure nothing funky is going on with your money. Now, the Nine of Pentacles is usually a solitary card. Okay, it's an independent card. Know that you don't have to be independent to a fault. It's not a bad thing to accept assistance or help if you need it. And moving over to this Knight of Pentacles, it could just represent an earth sign you're connected to, but generally it's very slow, very steady, stuck in the muck a little bit. So when we get this double pentacle in the shadow, like some of you could either be losing patience or you feel like things are just moving way too slow for your liking. But absolutely, absolutely anything financial, double and triple check it in this time for sure. Maybe it's a way you spend money as well. You know what I'm talking about. I don't have to keep talking this into the ground. I think you get it. But yeah, Scorpio, that's what I have for you this week, my friends. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details of the June subscriber surprise. If you got your name in for the May subscriber surprise, the winners will be announced in my community tab after this week's Fire and Air readings. But for the month of June, I'll be giving away 2 copies of the beautiful Everyday Witches Tarot. It's one of my favorite decks out there. So if you'd like to get your name in for this, it's 2 simple things. As always, my friends, first, you must be subscribed, which I'm sure you already are. And second, let me know down in the comments, out of all the cards in this week's reading, which one explains how you're feeling currently right now. Which one are you vibing with? You'll be entered to win, and at the end of the month, I'll put the winners in my community tab. As always, my friends, much love, and I'll see you next time.